I just was, you had, if I have the story right, you had trouble in high school with ridiculous people, like expecting too much out of you, and it got frustrating?
No, I just needed a break from the sport. It's not something I really want to go into right now. I took some time off. It was hard getting back in, especially coming back to Florida. It's quite a challenge. But yeah, I took about 6 months off.
What I really wanted to ask, though, from that experience to where you are now and what you've done, can you look back and just go, whoa?
Yeah. Absolutely. I learned a lot in that time period. I missed the sport a lot, but I needed to get away from it. And it was all, it's all part of the process. I think actually taking 6 months off helped me in some way, shape, or form. Everything connects somehow. So, it just shaped the events leading up to where I am right now, even at this meet. Everything's all connected.
Has anything surprised, winning 3 races in one day at the World Championships, that's ridiculous. Has anything you've done surprised yourself?
I've had a couple races where you look up at the scoreboard, and it's nice to get a surprise every now and then. You set goal times, but it's amazing to see them actually come to life. Even at NCs, my goal time was 17.6 in the 50. I don't know. I think me and Troy may have been the only ones who thought that was, reasonable. But looking up, I was still surprised. It's nice to see everything come together in that one moment. So yeah, I've had plenty of races where I'm surprised, but it all leads to that one moment, and it's just part of how the sport works.
When I was asking you yesterday just about taking on that mantle and being the face, so to speak, is it hard to chase what you've done?
No, I'm still hungry in the sport. I think I said yesterday, I'm happy with what I've done, but I'm not satisfied. I think I'm just getting started and just kind of scratching the surface with Troy. I've only been with them for going on 4 years now, so we've got many more years to go and many more years to figure each other out and figure out what works best for us.
And that's a small group in Gainesville then?
Yeah, I think we got about 10 in the post-grad group, probably maybe not even that much, so Troy's looking to keep it small so he can give us his time.
And having Ryan there, does that help? He seems really mature now, and like the father and all that stuff.
Yeah, he is. I don't think people give him enough credit for that. I can go on and on about how amazing of a person Ryan is, but you can talk to him and figure that out yourself. He's the nicest guy, and he's an animal in practice. He brings it. I feel like I give my best to him in practice, and he gives it right back to the whole team. It's truly amazing what he's been doing in practice. I'm really proud of him, to be honest, how far he's come since that incident in Rio. Got blown out of proportion on both ends. I understand that. I'm not going to get involved, but it's amazing how he's come back from that. And he started a family, and he's doing really well. If you talk to him about his kid, his face lights up. He's actually going home early just to see his kid. So I'm happy for him.
He's going to miss Father's Day, though, right?
When is Father's Day?
Tomorrow.
I thought Father's Day is next week.
No. Wow.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. I think it's next week.
I was getting worried.
I sent
Didn't get someone a present?
I sent 4 Father's Day cards out to make sure.
So he's leaving early to go home just to see his kid. So it's really cool to see him mature in that aspect, and then also within the sport. He's very wise within the sport. I'll ask him stuff all the time, just because he gets it. He's been in it longer. That's just something that comes with it. I'm not at his maturity level within the sport yet, so I really look up to him in that aspect.
Do you want to take us through today's swim? How do you feel about your time?
I'm happy with it. I don't think I've ever been under 9 this point in the season. I think we're 6 or 7 weeks out from trials, so I'm happy with the workload right now. I'm exhausted. I know a lot of people are here, so I don't want to sound like a huge baby, but I think I was 9.2 at this meet last year, but it was a little bit closer to trials. So I'm really excited about the time, but it was just, more importantly, it was just a well-swum race. The time doesn't matter right now.
And so what, have you got any race events tomorrow? I'm sorry, I don't know that.
They're doing the 50 shootout. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I wish they would just run a normal 50 cycle, but I'm not in charge of the meet, so I'll see. I have a red-eye flight back tomorrow to Gainesville, so I'll see if I'll hang around for the shootout tomorrow or not.
But it sounds like that this week has been really productive.
Yeah, I'm excited. Every week I did Atlanta and then Canada and then straight to here. So every week I've seen small improvements. Not just from time, but just smarter swim races, and that's what Troy wanted. The time is totally irrelevant right now. So it's just really hammering down on technique and technique within the race and strategy.
Thanks,
Anybody else?
Caleb.
Yeah.
Thanks,
cool.
Caleb.